Alright, what up everybody? I'm about to play Madden 21. I decided I'm not gonna do the Vince Young.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a fuck about what they say.
I decided I'm not gonna do the Vince Young.
For that thing to get them higher.
What was it? Vince Young, the Vince Young series. I didn't forget what it was called, man. Revival series, Vince Young Revival series. I think I'm gonna try to find all the Texas players because I'm a huge Longhorn fan and I'm a huge Cowboy fan. So I'm gonna try and find all of the Texas players and put them on the same roster. So let's see. Let's go to manage rosters. I gotta find the Longhorn quarterback. So what we're gonna do is trade Prescott. Okay, well maybe since we can't get everybody who's a Longhorn, obviously, so everybody from Texas schools, but mostly Longhorns. I don't want to edit player, but we'll start with receivers. Amari Cooper is gonna get, and we're gonna trade these players to other teams. We're not gonna just straight release them. So Amari Cooper is gonna get traded with wide receiver Devin Duvernay, and I'm gonna up Devin Duvernay's stats because they should be higher. He was one of the best football receivers, and he was one of the best receivers in college last year. He dropped one ball in his entire career at Texas, so I'm gonna up his stats. Probably the only one I would up the stats because he's just that good, and he did have a pretty good game. I watched him for the Ravens. He had a couple catches and a pretty good kickoff return as well. Hopefully, he'll get on the field more. I want the Ravens need to play him way more than they did, but he should not be a 71 overall. This dude can catch anything that comes to him, so he's gonna get boosted. This dude ran a 4.3940. Okay, I was gonna try to give him his college number, but I'll do that later. 4.3940. Okay, what do they have his speed at? They have his acceleration at 91 and his speed at 92. Does that warrant a 4.3? I'll leave his speed, but his catching, he dropped one ball in his entire career in Texas. Okay, he was one of the best receivers in college football. So catching, obviously, he can run the deep route too. We'll leave everything alone, maybe except his catching, because his catching is really that good. So, Madden sometimes gets these stats completely wrong. His catching should be in the 95s. Short route running. We'll leave route running alone. He is a good route runner, but we'll leave all that alone. What makes sense for me is to up his catching. Everything else we can get up, actually boosting while playing. So we're gonna look for we're gonna get for Gallup. We'll probably trade for Little Jordan Humphrey, who is on the Saints. No, Little Jordan Humphrey is a free agent, wouldn't he be? Anyways, we'll go to the Jaguars and get Colin Johnson, who is a 67 overall, which is disrespectful in every single way. CD Lamb has to go. Yes, I want to save the roster. This will be the Texas roster. I am going to go into free agents here and get Earl Thomas because he played for Texas, and I'm also going to get if I can find him, Little Jordan Humphrey. Is he still a free agent? When I started this game, he was a free agent. And he'd be in the low 60s because they did him dirty too. Apparently they do everybody from Texas dirty. Assigned to the Cowboys roster, yes. So yeah, that's everybody we need. And I'm gonna go back. What other? Oh, we're gonna look for Marquise Goodwin. Man, what team does he play for? CD Lamb. We're gonna trade CD Lamb for Marquise Goodwin. I gotta look at every single receiver. Let's see, is Malik Jefferson on this team? Or is Malik Jefferson a free agent as well? Anyways, I know who we're gonna get for safeties and stuff. We're gonna look for. He's not on the Bills anymore. I'm pretty. Where is? Godwin. Where is Goodwin? Goodwin says he can beat Tyreek Hill in a race. I don't know about that. Goodwin is fast though. Oh, while we're here, I might as well get Brandon Jones, but that'll be Marquise Goodwin. He's on injury reserve. Of course, we'll take that off when we start franchise. But we will trade. Oh, I can't trade because he's injured. Is there a way I can trade with him? Eagles. Can I release the player? He's on injured reserve. Can I edit the player and make him not injured anymore? Is there a way I can get past this? Or is this going to be a thing? Well, that's that. I can't do anything with that. So we're going to go back to the Cowboys. We're going to trade Blake. What is there even any tight ends? I'm going to go back into free agents. Okay, so free agents. I know there's a few Texas players and free agents. And there's a lot of wide receivers. Marcus Johnson, he also went to Texas. We'll get him. And tight ends. Is there anybody from Texas in the Texas Tech? Maybe we can get Tyrone Swoops. Yes, we can. I'm gonna have to get Colt McCoy as a quarterback, aren't I? Left tackle. Let's see. Is it? I can only get people from Texas schools. There's no. I prefer to get people from the Longhorns. Right guard. Anybody who's. I don't think anybody. Okay, let me go to cornerbacks. I know I can get Duke Thomas. Yep, Duke Thomas. Man, this team is going to be really, really bad the first year. Because I'm not going to be able to trade for anybody. The only thing I can do is recruit. So, with the 2020 rosters, I'll probably recruit Sam Ellinger as the quarterback. I'll make sure I get him. I'll stick with Colt McCoy for a year. Eric Reed. Really? He's a free agent. He's... Oh, never mind. That's a different person I was thinking about. So, kicker, punter. Okay. Now, for kicker and punter, we're going to get... Let me get these kicker and punter real fast. We're going to get Michael Dickerson from the Seattle Seahawks. Can I not trade? Can I not trade anymore, or? Well, we can keep Andy Dalton because he did play for a Texas school. I don't even know who this guy is. He can be released. Dak Prescott can get traded to the Giants. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive Colt McCoy is on the Giants. 61 overall. Come on, man. Colt McCoy is better than that. Y'all tripping. You want to execute this trade? Yes. I'm starting Colt McCoy, by the way. So, next, halfbacks. Are there any halfbacks from Texas in the... Okay, we got Marcus Johnson, Lil Jordan Humphrey. We can release everybody else. I might turn injuries off this season. Noah Brown, release. I'm pretty much butchering the Cowboys. Release. We got Devin Duvernay. We got CeeDee Lamb's got to go. We have all Texas receivers. Now, I'm pretty sure there's probably more. Let me go ahead and get free safety. We're going to trade for player, and we're going to go get Deshaun Elliott, who also plays for the Ravens. Deshaun Elliott, who is... I'm gonna put his hit power rating at 99. If you know anything about Deshaun Elliott, the dude can hit extremely hard. I'm not gonna put his tackle rating at 99, but his hit rating at 99. Let's see. Hard hitter. He should have a high motor and a big hitter. Yes, this dude was called the Kraken in high school because he was literally cracking people's helmets with the way he hit people. Now, if I can find hit power, which is right here, it should be a 99. Save player. Alright, now we have Deshaun Elliott, Earl Thomas, strong safety. We're going to go ahead and get... We're going to trade for player. Trade for player, strong safety. I think we're going to go to the Titans. And we're going to get Kenny Vaccaro. Now, cornerback. Duke Thomas. All we have is Duke Thomas. I'm trading all my good players away, but they all got to go anyway. I got to find only Texas. Man, release player. He's on injured reserve. Can't release him. He's lucky. I wish you could just do it anyways. Like, I wish you didn't tell me what I can and can't do. I realize that I'm going underneath, so we'll trade. Now I'm looking for Holton Hill. Where does Holton Hill play? Because I still got to meet the minimum requirements for a team. And if I don't, obviously some things aren't going to work. So I have to go. I can't just only go Texas because there's not enough people. Unless I go ahead and create players. I'm looking for Holton Hill. Where are you? I know he's still in the NFL. This guy went to Houston. Wait. Quandre Diggs. Isn't he a cornerback? Quandre Diggs plays for Seattle now? Well, Quandre Diggs is gonna have to go back to playing. He's gonna have to go back to. I'm changing his position to cornerback. Five years and he's not even that old. Okay, so we're gonna edit. Change his position to CB. Well, I thought it let me. CB. Thank you. Warning, player unsavable will drop team below position minimums. Save player. I don't care. You gotta be kidding me. This game, man. Like, let me have options. I'm trying to do something and it won't let me do it. I have to sign a corner. I have to sign a free safety to the Seahawks? Is that what it's wanting me to do? I'll sign a cornerback and a free safety to the Seahawks. Is that what it wants me to do? Here, you can have... Yeah, you can have him, and you can have him. Now, let me change his position back to what it was in college. I don't think there's any running backs. Jamal Charles was the last one. So I might have to make Jamal Charles. I might just make a more NCAA. What's up, ISO? More NCAA. Did you see the Madden 21 and NCAA 14 movie? Madden movie 3? Alright, please let me change your position. Thank you. Quandre Diggs drops an overall, but that's fine. And we're gonna trade with somebody from the Cowboys. Because if you watch the Madden movie 3, I do finish the rest of NCAA in that. With the story and everything. Let's see. Cornerback, CJ Goodwin, Maurice Candy. Alright. Player. What? Does anybody know how I can take these players off injured reserve? Because it's getting on my nerves. Sorry, Trayvon Diggs. You're going to have to go. Alright, and does anybody know what team Holton Hill plays for? Cornerback, used to play for Texas. That's who I'm looking for. We're going to get Brandon Jones as well. We might change him into a CB. Alright. Brandon Jones is now on the team. I need to get Connor Williams is already on the team. I need to get Brandon Jones, Earl Thomas, Deshaun Elliott. I'm going to change Brandon Jones to a cornerback. Probably not a good idea since that's not what he played in college. But I need more CVs. Texas player only franchise, man. That's what I'm trying to do. So far we got Quandre Diggs, Brandon Jones, Duke Thomas. There's got to be more CVs from Texas. And if all else fails, I have to pick other players from Texas. So, but I'm trying to go Longhorn only. Now I know there's kicker. Can we trade kickers? Well, we can release them. Seahawks. Punter. Dixon. Release player. No, we'll have to. Why can't I trade? We'll have to trade for him in franchise. I'll trade for him in franchise. So I need a couple players that I can save and trade for a punter and a kicker because I need to get Justin Tucker as well. And when it comes to college, when it comes to recruiting, I can only recruit from Texas. So I'm limited to who I can recruit. So this is going to be a really messed up series. Okay, linemen. Jeez, I gotta find linemen. I know where one Texas player is. Bengals. He's a center. There we go. Trey Hopkins. What I need to do is just look up Texas players in the NFL currently, which is what I'm about to do right now. And then, and I also, I know you're asking about more NCAA. My Xbox 360 died. Every time I try to turn it on, and it turns right off. So I can't make any more NCAA. Luckily, I had everything I needed recorded for the first season, so that's all the footage I have. Unless I find it, unless I find it on the PS4, which is nearly impossible, I can't make a season 2. Or the PS3 emulator, can run the game at 60 FPS, which it can't right now. But I NCAA 14 is very, very unlikely. What is likely is a Madden movie 4 or a James Ellison series when he, spoilers for the Madden movie if you haven't seen it, but he returns to the NBA, returns to the NFL. My bad. Okay, I'm looking up all Texas players in the NFL. All Texas players in the NFL. I know where one is by default. He went to the Saints. Trade player Malcolm Roach. Wait, 63 overall. That dude was starting. You gotta be kidding me. He was looking good against Tom Brady. Jordan Hicks, linebacker. Charles Medahu. Malcolm Brown for the Rams. There's my running back. I forgot. Okay, let's look. Jordan Hicks, linebacker for the. I think he's a middle linebacker. I'm not 100% sure on that. Either way, it doesn't matter. For the Cardinals. Jordan Hicks, 76 overall. Yes. Trey Hopkins, William, outside tackle. Anderson Calvin. Oh, there's quite a bit. Alright, let's go ahead and get the running back that we're going to use all season. Ezekiel Elliott's going to have to go. For the Rams, halfback Malcolm Brown. Yes. What happened to Deontay Foreman? Chris Boyd. Oh yeah, Chris Boyd and Holt. Okay, so they're on the Vikings. I forgot they were on the Vikings. Chris Boyd. Release. Holton Hill. Release. And then we'll go into sign free agents. Dave Ross trade player, sign free agents. Cornerback, Brandon Carr. Holton Hill to the Cowboys, yes. We're gonna get dominated on defense. It's not even gonna be pretty. Chris Boyd defense. Yes. So we got Malcolm Brown. Malcolm Brown, defensive tackle. Let's go ahead and get him. Trade player for Malcolm Brown, who also plays for the Saints. That means I'm gonna have to get Ryan Tannehill as like a backup. I gotta have Texas players only. I don't know any other quarterback. Malcolm Brown. Trade for player, yes. And then a defensive end, Charles Ahmed. Goodbye, DeMarcus Lawrence. You're not from Texas. For Houston. Rockets. I passed them. No? Oh, Houston Texans. What am I was thinking about basketball? That's because I was playing 2K today. Forgive me. Charles Medahu. Philip Adams, strong safety. Plays for the Patriots. Patriots. Wait, is Lamar Jackson from Texas? I no, Lamar Jackson went to Louisville, so I can't get him. Robert Griffin III, however, went to Baylor, so I have a backup. I'm going to change the title to Texas players only. Patriots, where are they? And then strong safety. Free safety. Adrian Phillips, 6 years. Edit player, again I'm going to change him to a CB. Save player. And then trade over to the Cowboys. Maurice Candy, he gets to stay on the team. I'm going to release him in franchise. He's going to get traded for CJ Goodwin. Devin McCourt. Okay, so almost got everybody on this list. Alex Okafor, outside linebacker. He plays for the Chiefs. I'm going to have injuries on, but they're going to be extremely low. I'm thinking 10 or 5. Alright, we're looking for Alex Okafor, outside linebacker, which means he's a LOLB or MLB. Well, he's left in, so trade player for alright, who else do we got? Andrew Beck. For Denver, PJ Locke. PJ Locke. Who also plays? There's three players on Denver from Texas. Broncos. Let me look in the tight ends. Okay, so he's playing fullback then. They don't even have a picture for him. Why are they disrespecting the Longhorn players like that? Why are they like disrespecting trade player? No, I can't trade player. Wait, trade player for my fullback. Of course I can. Oh, of course he's on the injured reserve and I can't do it. Oh, this is. I hate that, man. Really, really. Ugh. Alright, so I'm gonna have to make one of these tight ends a fullback. Blake Jarwin, you're turning into a fullback. At least for the time being. I'll turn you right back to what you're supposed to be when I trade you. Andrew Beck, I need you as my fullback. Thank you. Well, now he can't be turned back because, well, that's just the way it is. So, he's a fullback now. Actually, I can turn him back in franchise mode. We'll do that when we actually get in there. PJ Locke, who also plays for the Broncos as well, who is a safety. But we're supposed to be. I don't see him. Okay, then save. He's probably a free agent. PJ Locke. If I come across PJ Locke, who's probably in the low 60s. Didn't see him there. Nope, I don't see him. Guess he's not in the game. Calvin Anderson, outside tackle. I need a quarterback in case all goes down. 66 overall. What state is Lamar Jackson from? Because if I can get Lamar Jackson on my team, at least we'll have. What state is Lamar Jackson from? If it says Texas, if he's from the state of Texas, I can get him. Ah, he's from Florida. All right, we'll get Tannehill. Why not? We went to Texas A&M. He's an 80 overall. Matter of fact, you know what? We're not even gonna get Tannehill. It is the way it is. We'll stick with Colt McCoy. 60 overall though. I think I got everybody except for a couple people which is Marquise Goodwin. Oh, I need to get Hassan Ridgeway for the Eagles, which is a defensive tackle. '68 overall. Why are the Texas players so low? Whatever. I don't care. We're gonna build them up. We're gonna build them up, and we're gonna win the Super Bowl with this team. Of course, we're gonna have to draft Shane Buechele and Sam Ellinger, and then we can probably get rid of Andy Dalton at that point and keep Colt McCoy as a third string. I'm gonna have to draft 2 quarterbacks in the draft and then go defense from there. Malcolm Brown, Autumn Woods, Poona Ford. What does Poona Ford play for? Jeff Swain. I gotta look for him too. Do you want to execute this trade? Yes. Where does Poona Ford play? I know I saw him. That's not showing up on here. This must be 2009, updated 2020. Oh. LOLB, MLB, ROLB. My cornerback situation is good. All Texas players. Poona Ford also plays for the Seahawks. He's a defensive tackle. Trade player. 4. Alright, we got all defensive tackle. Poona Ford, Malcolm Brown, Hassan Ridgeway, Malcolm Roach. All 4 of those are from the state of Texas. Now we're going to look in free agency and get an ROLB that's from Texas, if I can find one. If not, we're going to have to keep the ones we have. Malik Jefferson, signed to the Cowboys. Blake Lynch, he's from Baylor, was signed to the Cowboys. And then Dejon Hines, he's from Houston. We'll get MLB. Any middle linebackers from Texas. Baylor, Clay Johnson. Strong safety. I need a strong safety. Any strong safeties from Texas? Nope, looks like there is not. Oh, I need a kicker so I can trade. And I need a punter so I can trade. Justin Tucker is going to be the best player on our team, and I cannot trade him. Which means I have to do it in franchise mode, which will be the next episode. No. And I'm going to have to get halfback Ezekiel Elliott. I have to release player. Tony Pollard, release player. No, I can't do that. Alright, we gotta get Jeff Swain from the Titans. Alright, those are our only two tight ends. I know I'm missing Calvin Anderson, offensive tackle. He plays for the Broncos. Trade player. 55 overall. That is not good. Which means I'm going to be taking sacks all game. We gotta trade for our best players. This is going to be really hard. I'm going to lose every single game. Cowboys, left tackle. Release. Release. Yeah. No, I'm trying to screen. No. Wolf Among Us? No. Among Us? Uh, I'll have to look it up. Wait, you gotta talk to people while you're saying that? I'll have to look it up because I'll have to look it up. Discord. Oh. Alright. Alright, I'll have to look it up. I've never even heard of it. Alright. So we ran out of Texas players, so right now I'm looking. We ran out of Longhorn players, I should say. So right now I'm looking for players who went to college in Texas. So that can be from TCU, Texas A&M, and all that. So that's for them Baylor, you know. So Texas players only on the Cowboys. Anybody else, I can only draft people from Texas and all that. I can only trade people who are from Texas. Or at least with the Zach Martin, he's got to go. I need another right guard for him to go. Man, my line is gonna be trash. And I can't trade for any more people. So I'm gonna have to. Is there any running backs from Texas that's any good? This dude went to Rice. That's in Texas. Oh, Chris Warren? Heck yeah. That dude's a monster. I need another right guard. There's no more right guards that are from Texas. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a center and then change him into a right guard. Patrick Morris is gonna be a right guard. Patrick Morris is now a right guard. He's 62 overall, but Zach Martin has to go. I bet if this was happening in real life, I bet people would be like, man, what is happening to the Cowboys, man? What are they doing? Alright, we need right tackles. Right tackles. Baylor signed. And left ends. Managed players. Alex Okafor, right in. I don't have anybody. Wait. Anybody who's on the injured reserve has to stay on the team, unfortunately. Okay, save. This team is being butchered. Alright. Well, no more right ends. How about left ends? Any left ends from Texas? Yes. How about LOLB? Bryce Hager? Yes. The Hager kids aren't really that bad. That's gotta be an MLB. I'm looking for Texas, Texas, Texas. Come on. UTSA? University of Texas San Antonio? ROLB? Houston? Cornerbacks? I have enough cornerbacks. Free safeties? I have enough free safeties. And we're pretty much done. Defensive tackle, good there. Sean Lee. I'm gonna trade him for somebody who went to Texas. Or anybody from Texas. I see Texas A&M. Von Miller went to Texas A&M, but of course he's hurt. That's just the way it is. Let's see if I can find anybody else better before I take that route. Matthew Adams from Houston. Wyoming, Missouri. Alright, we'll go this. Oh, that's from BYU. No. Dang it, I can't get Von Miller, man. That freaking sucks. I was gonna have somebody at least halfway decent on my team. Okay, so now we got this dude's gotta go. We got Bryce Hager, MLB Jordan Hicks. Vander Esch has gotta go. I'll trade a player. Somebody's gonna get. So the first person I see, that's a middle linebacker from the state of Texas. Let's see if I can find anybody better. First, I want to go through the whole thing. So far, I have one. Okay, we'll keep Dolphins in mind. Texas State, David Mayo. Man, there really is nobody from the state of Texas that can play linebacker. Alright, we'll get this guy from Texas A&M. Whatever. Alright, now we have all Texas middle linebacker squad, ROLB. Let's see if I can trade for somebody that's an ROLB. First person I see, because I'm running out of time, because I gotta go to work. Houston, 64 overall. And Joe Thomas, you're gonna be released. Cornerback situation is good. Free safety situation is good. Strong safety. Trade player, we're gonna find another strong safety from the state of Texas. Usually Texas has some good strong safety people. 10 years of experience, he's gonna regress. Justin Evans from Texas A&M, we'll take him. Mike Nugent, we'll release this guy. It doesn't matter, these guys are getting traded. I think we're good. I'm going to see Ezekiel Elliott. I'm going to see if I can find a running back from the state of Texas that is actually good. There's got to be one for Ezekiel Elliott. Come on. There's got to be one. There's usually good running backs that come out of Texas. There's a really nobody. Really? Really? That one? Alright, well, Trayvon Williams. No, come on, there's gotta be one running back from the state of Texas that starts, other than Malcolm Brown. North Texas. Well, I'm not going back around, so yeah, terrible trade. That's the way that's the way this series is gonna be. Tony Pollard, release. Devin Duvernay. I need to have one elite player on my team, and that's gonna be Devin Duvernay. Remember, one drop pass in his entire career in college. So his catching is 99. I'll put his stamina up there too, because he was high motor, and the dude could break tackles. So toughness, trucking, and he gets 80. He gets 79 overall. That's everything else has got to be boosted. All right, our all Texas squad is complete. I'm gonna start in the preseason. Franchise. And we're gonna create new franchise. Use active roster. And this is gonna be some crazy free agents. Look at my team: 71, 68, 76. And we're going to be playing Hall of Fame. Not Hall of Fame, I'm thinking of NCAA. We're going to be playing all Madden.
Start your season with recommended settings.
Use
if you
custom
wish
coach.
To change roles or adjust
Team
options,
builder.
use the tiles on the left.
Accept and continue. Starting point. League settings. All Madden. I don't like playing with salary cap. I just want to have fun. I like to sign whoever I want to sign. Injuries on, full on-field control. Accelerated clock. 15-minute quarters. Tutorial pop-ups. CPU. I will fill my own roster. Thank you very much. Practice squad stealing. Sure, why not? Full on-field control. Okay. That looks good. Preseason. I think it's starting in the preseason. If not, I'm going to have to start over. Okay, first thing we're going to do is get in the trade center. And what we're going to do, we're going to have to cheese the system to do this. We're going to have to cheese the system to do this. So what we have to do is go to the Ravens. I forgot to get Robert Griffin III. I'm going to have to get him. Okay, so what we're going to do is go to the Ravens. And we're going to turn Robert Griffin III. Shoot, maybe he can be a running back. He's not even that fast anymore. This dude was all world speed when he was younger. And turn him into a punter. Okay. And trade him. Trade for a player. Add player or pick. Who are we at? A quarterback? Halfback? They probably won't even accept. Oh! Well, there you go. We just got Robert Griffin III. Okay. Just so you know, that is a little cheat you can do to cheese the system if you want to. Now, are we going to do that all the time? No, I'm only going to do it to get the players I want on my team. That I couldn't get doing in regular roster management. So, Seahawks is change Dixon into a quarterback and then give him my punter, which will automatically and then give him my corner And then give him not give him my corner, but give him my punter, Chris Jones, which will automatically make the trade go through. And now we have a punter. And we're going to do the same thing with Justin Tucker here. I'm actually going to edit Justin Tucker because this dude beat A&M. And he's the most accurate kicker in the league, so it only makes sense that he's a superstar X Factor. His awareness is 99. He's going to be the only 99 overall player on my team. Yes, the kicker. Number one kicker, probably the best kicker in NFL history, and it doesn't really change his stats that much. But, save changes. But what I need to do is change him into a quarterback so I can get him. And then give the Ravens my kicker. Justin Tucker. Trade for kicker. And that'll automatically accept the trade. Alright, now we can go back to the Cowboys. And this will be the end of the stream once I get this settled. Edit player. Punter. Save changes. And then edit player to a kicker. And I will set sliders on all that off screen. Okay, so we have a roster full of only players who went to Texas, minus the people who are on injured reserve and got and didn't get the X. I think there's a couple players on here that are not from Texas, but I can use them as trade bait. Gameplay sliders, I won't do it off screen. If I remember QB accuracy for the CPU, this is Matt 10s, needs to be 30. Pass defense reaction time needs to be 55. Fumble, so quarterbacks don't fumble every 5 seconds, 95. Interceptions need to be turned down to about 15. So I at least have a chance. Injuries again turned down to about 10 because I am low on depth. And roughing the kicker needs to be turned off. Minimum speed threshold, putting this on 0 would be insane. Fatigue can stay at 50. I'll have to look at the rest of the sliders later. But that'll be it for this stream. Everything else I'll be doing off screen. I'll probably do one game in the preseason to see what my team looks like. But this is the series I'm going to roll with. I decided not to do the Vince Young Revival series. But this is the series I want to roll with right here. I'm excited for this. So this is episode 1 of my actual franchise mode. We're going to rebuild this team and make them elite. The rules are I can only trade for players who went to Texas or Texas schools, and if all else fails, are from the state of Texas. So pretty much anybody from Texas. I don't know. No, let's not do that. Let's not do these from the state of Texas, because only people who went to a college school in Texas, any college school in Texas, are the people I'm allowed to draft and trade for. That is it. If I do draft someone else from the state of Texas just to pick a draft pick, I have to automatically release them myself or trade them. But this is the rules, man. We're gonna get this team We're gonna get this team. We're gonna get this team up. This is the rules. Alright, thank you everybody who watched. Please go watch Madden the Movie 3. I would really appreciate that. It needs more love. Alright, I'm doing the little finishing touches here. For the title of the video and screen and all that. View library screenshots. View online. No, I don't want to view online library. I want to. Why is this? No, go back. Screenshots. Show on disk. Thank you. Alright, thank you everyone who watched. This stream is coming to an end. This is the series I will be rolling with. I will not be doing the Titans Vince Young Revival series anymore. But we'll do one preseason game to see how we look, and then we're gonna jump straight into the season. So that will probably be tomorrow, the preseason game. And thank you for watching. Please watch Madden Movie 3. It's brand new. I worked really hard on it, like weeks. So please give that a watch. Thank you very much.